Hello everyone, welcome back to No Man's Sky Synthesis tutorial in normal mode. We're gonna make some nanites today, but first we're gonna make a little bit of food. And what I did was I made the food that these guys like to eat. Come here. They like sweetened compost. And you make that, like I said before, by mixing any bait with facium in your nutrient processor. That's not quite enough for the whole herd. And these guys have a little bit more. We need some milk in order to make butter. These guys are gonna come to me. Line them up a little bit. There we go. I already got your milk. There's some. Let's see how much that is. 35 quarts of milk. Pretty sure that's enough for right now. We're not looking to make 50,000 nanites. That'd be too much. Let's see here. There's my ship over there. We'll just go on over here. And I'm not sure if I can call it or not. Yep, I sure can. Didn't know if there was any fuel in there. I was just wandering around. I picked up a bit of salvage data. I'm gonna go and grab the actual blueprint now for the nutrient processor. Since we got a nutrient processor from a mission, we've had one, but in order to make more of them, we're going to need the blueprint. Here we go. Game's just a little bit hesitant. I just now turned it on. Took me about 5 or 6 minutes to get some more salvage data. The planet that we spawned on here is just absolutely loaded with salvage data. Alrighty. I don't know if we have anything to share with him yet. Let's find out. Get some nanites from that. Let's see. He wants creature data. And got a little bit from that. Let's see if we have any milestones to turn in. A little bit. Oh, quite a bit. Got 400 nanites from that. So for construction, parts, and equipment that you build, you need this salvage data. And for vehicles and modifications to vehicles and multi-tools, you need nanites. Yeah, let's see. I think I went the long way. There we go. All right, nutrient processor right there. Very good. And let's see, while we're here, I think we'll also get the Galactic Trade Terminal. It's incredibly easy to build and very helpful to have. Let's see how many nanites. We have 1,300 nanites. So we're going to use that to improve the roamer. And remember, I said before, if you want to be able to find anything, you need these signal boosters, not these. Everything under the Humboldt drive is for the Nautilon. You want to stay on this side over here. So we'll go ahead and grab these. We may not have all of the bits and pieces we need to build it yet, but we'll tackle that next time. And that last one, there we go. All right. I'm gonna take you to the extreme survival base where we get our storm crystals. I didn't show it to you last time. I ran out of time. Righty. So our bases, you can see this one is current system. So that's our first base, or our home world. I haven't named this base yet. This is where the extreme survival is. So we'll go there. Making food takes a little bit of while. It takes some preparation, and it takes time to turn it into Cronus as well. You can only turn in one food item at a time. And you see I put the teleporter outside. It's really pretty here. Have I got that guy yet? Yep. But we have a shield for that. And here's our base. I put down the one container that we have. I have a biofuel reactor and a teleporter. And the base computer's floating. I thought it'd be cool to have a floating base computer, but I didn't put it high enough off the ground. Here's our roamer. It's halfway across the planet. You can see it's out there 27 minutes away. We'll just call it back. There we go. Let's see what I've got in here. I got a few things in here. Here's the wheat. We need that. And I got a lot of tetracobalt. I've got a lot of condensed carbon in here. It wants me to build these since I have them. And it looks like I can build just one of them. We'll worry about that later. Let's go set up a kitchen. Whoops. Here's the medium refiner that we got the first time. Alrighty. Here's one. And in order to make a second one, I need some metal plate. I don't remember exactly how much. And a hermetic seal. Okay. There we go. Now, the reason I'm doing two of these is because we need to cook two things simultaneously. We need to put our milk in to make cream, and from cream we'll make butter. And we need to put our wheat in, and that'll make refined flour. You can also use frost wort that you get on frozen planets to make the wheat from, or to make the refined flour from. It's really, really pretty here. See how funny my ship parks. As long as we're on this planet, we are getting survival days done. That's why I build a base on a survival planet. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, he actually had hermetic seal. Okay. I forgot all about it. Why are you so depressed? Don't be so sad. You have company now. And, oh, this guy casts chromatic metal. And that'll come back every little bit. Put that on the ship. I am going to go into the log and turn off that so that it'll stop telling me to do it. Here's this machine gun. It's a nice one, too. Look at the wing coming through the building. Let's see if we can get around that and call it to the landing pad. There we go. There's a gigantic strider. Knocks me off my ship. Let's go see if that stuff is done cooking. Right, looks like the cream is ready to go back in. Just gonna move it over to make butter. And the flour is done. So we'll put that away. Now let's see if I picked up. I sure did. I've got lots and lots of impulse beans. Oops. There we go. I'm going to drop those impulse beans in, and we're going to make bittersweet chocolate. There we go. Now that's cooking. Got storm crystals all around us. We can still pick those up for a ton of money. Oh, I didn't think that one would be ready already. It's only been, it's actually been 3 days since I was here last, and these have all come back. So is that beautiful rainbow. Look at that. Wow. So all of the storm crystals right next to our base are already back. That's pretty cool. Some extra money there. Gotta watch out for those guys that kick me around. They actually knocked over my roamer a couple of times. Go. Alrighty. Alright, now our butter is ready, so we can put it in there and put that in with the refined flour. And we'll make pastries. Yeah, we're still waiting on the chocolate. But that's okay, we gotta do something else with the pastries first. Let's see here. I have a bunch of stuff here. There's also stuff in the storage container that's worth money. You see I've got aronium, dirty bronze, lemium. These things are all actually, oh, look at all that. I didn't know I had all of that salvage data. These things are all actually part of making stasis devices, which is ultimately the highest value thing. Starship's out of range. Let's put the compost away. The trick is with the issue with giving Cronus what you want to give him instead of everything else that can possibly be construed as food is to put all that stuff away. We want to put it away in a storage container or in the storage part of your nutrient processor. He can access it if it's on your freighter, if it's on your starship, in your cargo, everywhere he can get to it, and he'll, like as not, try to get that instead of what you want him to take. So put it away in storage containers and you'll be in good shape. Now the pastry needs to go back in to make pie case, and we'll put the flour away so that he doesn't try to eat the flour. He'll try everything. Storm is over. I haven't been up on the top of this hill, so I'm just gonna venture up here and see what we got. Oh, wow. This'll come back as well. That's cool. Be careful, those guys don't knock you off. There's some jade peas right there. And we have salvage containers. I don't want to tangle with the corrupted sentinels today, so I'm going to take that on. Oh, there's a damaged container right there. Very cool. What did we get? Nanites. Alrighty. Once you've got some movement modules and some defense shields, jumping around gets to be a whole lot more fun. Alright, we got pie case, and we've got chocolate, think we'll split this up, make it a little bit faster. There we go. We'll use both nutrient processors. That'll be faster. And pie case. We only need 18. Oops. Let's put that chocolate away so he doesn't want the chocolate. He's just gonna get the cocoa tarts. Before we had cooking and before synthesis, even after Beyond, but before this synthesis, the best way, fastest, most efficient way to make large number of nanites was definitely by stacking missions. But now that we can, ingredient storage, now that we can get a significant number of nanites from Cronus, this is actually the best way. We're only going to bring one nutrient processor. We'll leave the other one here. You can actually pick it up and put it in your storage container. Let's see if I can access it directly. Nah, that's all right. If you put one in your storage container, no matter where you build the storage container, you'll have access to it. All right. Let's get rid of these 2 storm crystals. Don't quite need to start saving those yet. It's worth a little bit of money. Storm crystals. There we go. Another 300,000 units almost. Now let's see if I have all of my shields. Oh, one more. Is that a shield regenerative? Yep, it sure is. Very cool. Alright, let's grab a save. And off we go. Let's go make some nanites. There we go. You can do this in huge batches. When I was doing it on Beyond Survival, I was doing 150 pies at a time. And it takes a long time to give 150 pies to Cronus. But if you're looking at upgrading a ship's class, as I was from A class to S class, you really do need 150 pies at a time. It took about 300 pies for each ship that I upgraded from A to S class. You need 50,000 nanites for that. I basically made 100,000 nanites in 2 days doing this, in 2 separate sessions. Alrighty. Hope Cronus is hungry. Well, do not simply stand there. Now look, I've got jade peas and pulpy roots out. That's not good, but we're going to be careful and not give him either one of those things. I thought I had all those put away, but they must be inside the roamer. There we go. Our very first one, we got 129 nanites. You'll get, for these level 5 food creations, like pies and tarts, you'll get between 40 and 129 nanites. And we're just going to go through them super fast. Oh, I forgot to look and see how many I had. About a little less than 1,000 is what I started with. You can do this very, very early in game. We're 7 hours into the game, but a lot of that time has been explaining things and just hanging out on the planet and roaming around in the roamer. He's pretty funny. There used to be a little bit of a hang doing this. The nanites would stop collecting after a certain point. That's actually been fixed by 2.24. One of those things that wasn't listed, but I noticed right away that the nanite number up here in the corner actually keeps going up until it has to start over because of a time limit. Wake up, Cronus. There we go. Yay! He's got a huge mouth. It goes all the way down. We don't want to waste our jade peas or our pulpy roots on him. He'll eat them. If he likes them, he'll take them from you, but he doesn't generally like things that aren't cooked. He's got a lot of different animations, so if you pay attention to and read everything that he says, you'll get a real kick out of it. I think we only made like about 36 of these, so it shouldn't take too long to get through. So far up to this point, we've gotten all of our nanites from nanite machines and damaged machinery. And so this is going to make a big, big difference. Now you can spend time doing this. The more supplies that you start with, the more you're going to be able to make. It is exactly 1-to-1. So 1 impulse bean, 1 milk, and 1 either wheat or frostwort is going to make a pie. So depending on how much you gather, you can just, make a ton. I want you to look in the description of this video where you're going to see the cooking guide from Sane's World. I think it just says Sane instead of Sane. Zane's World's cooking and recipe guide is awesome. There's other stuff on the same website from Zane that is also very, very helpful. There's also a link on the website to Zane's World on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to Zane's World, you really seriously should. He's got an awesome mega guide coming out really soon. Oops. I gave him pulpy roots. We're all out of tarts. Let's see how many we made. Wow, look at that. We made about 3,500 nanites in that little bit of time, and that was just stunning. Now you can see that the jade peas and the pulpy roots, I can't access them. They're on the roamer. But Cronus was able to access them. So those things really need to be in storage. And the roamer is not storage. Alrighty, do we need to do anything else while we're up here? I don't think so. Take a look at the Starship technology. We've got the positron. We also have a teleport receiver. Let's go grab the extra bit for the positron. All guns, all weapons have this extra technology that goes with them. Here it is right here. Fragment supercharger. Might be a while before I come up with some rare metal. I can make it in the refiner, or I can just wait until I find some. See what kind of a tool he has here. Yuck. And let's see here. The multi-tool. What do we not have? The shell greaser to go with our scatter blaster. We'll grab that since we have the nanites for it. And let's see, we also need the waveform recycler. This part of your scanner is very, very important. It actually speeds up the rate at which your scanner recharges, which could be super duper helpful. Let's go this way. Sound is really deadened in here. Let's see how many of these we have built up. Looks like we have all of those built up. This is going to be very hard to do with such a young character. Construct an outpost requires a lot of materials, but you don't have to have the blueprints for whatever it is, because like the nutrient processor, the blueprint is provided to you so that you can complete the mission. Let's see, we don't need a mineral compressor yet because we don't even have a freighter yet. This one can be really trying, and we're definitely not ready to take down a planetary depot. Alrighty, where did I park? There it is. I want to take a look at the rest of this star system, and we'll stop in the space station. Let's find out what else is here. Alrighty, so there's our planet, Lepruse 19. We also have a, oh, that's right, life incompatible planet. Looks like everything might be on the other side. We have been on the lush planet, and we have not been on the frozen planet. And the frozen planet has ancient bones. All right, let's go to the space station. And we now have almost 4,000 nanites still. I'm going to go in the log and shut that off so it doesn't keep coming on. Now remember, in order to get that second freighter battle to start, we have to play for 3 hours and warp 5 or 6 times after that point. So our save is going to be about 10 hours old because we took the time ahead and didn't just start warping. We took the time ahead to look around. We kept it slow, scanned up a lot of stuff. And that's really important, to take the time to do that right at the beginning of the game. All right, you guys. I have a lot of scanning to do. I haven't looked at any of this stuff. So if you look at this, I've only got 1 animal scanned, no plants, no minerals. The planet where we have storm crystals, I've only got some of the animals scanned. It's a water planet. All 4 of the remaining animals are going to be underwater, and I'll just show you that. Rare underwater, 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 underwater. It's because I haven't gone swimming yet at all. So this is all of our star systems. This one has 5 planets of stuff to scan. Oh, 4 planets. 4 planets and a moon. 3 planets and 3 moons. That's a full-size system as well. 4 planets. Just tons and tons of stuff. Excuse me. All that scanning is going to come to millions and millions of units. You can bet that every planet that has a livable biome is going to come to about 1.5 million units um, of scanning once you have 3 scanners. So I need one more scanner. And once you have 3, it's going to be 1.5 million or more for every full biome planet. And that's like toxic, gamma, lush, frozen planets, etc. Between the animals and the plants um, and the minerals. All right, you guys, we made a ton of nanites. We cooked some pies for Cronus. Um, when we come back next time, hopefully we'll be warping, heading into our next freighter battle, maybe even finding that freighter that we want to keep. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.